Hi, my name is James. I'm a Toon Boom Harmony user and a teacher. I'm a high school teacher. I teach this program. I love it, and I don't want to sound like a jerk or sound unappreciative. The program is amazing. Those people that developed it, incredible minds, is really, really smart, and I love using this program. It does so much wonderful stuff. However, I've been having problems over the years of using this with your user guide and other instructions, and I think hopefully is helpful, and I hope that you take this as just a little user side tip as to what can improve upon it, because again, it's a fantastic program and I want to stick with it. But the problem is this user guide, as well as some other instructions, which I'm about to point out, quite often, and I would say I haven't done the math on it. I haven't don't have actual statistics, but it feels like the majority of the time that I'm looking up how to do something that I don't know how to do, and I read the instructions in the user guide or this other thing I'm about to show you, the the um, the ability of those people that are creating these instructions to convey um, specific instructions to users that do not have your incredible knowledge, that is lacking. We're having problems on the user end. So I want to talk about that here because recently I had this issue where with Toon Boom Harmony, you used to be able to import a PDF file, and now with Toon Boom Harmony 22, which is what I have, you're not able to import those PDF files. So I wrote to the company and they sent back um, a zip file that contained instructions here, which I have on the left, and some files that I needed to install. It took me almost an hour to install them on something that should have been really simple if the instructions were better presented. So I'm going to show you what that is. I'm going to show you the problems that I had, the thought process that I had as I was going through it. I have a Mac computer, Mac operating system, and of course, Harmony 22 here. Now, the instructions right here say copy this folder, Mac OS X slash H22 slash importers folder, which I got from the package, the zip folder in the folder that the zip file opens up into. It was there. That wasn't hard. That's totally fine. But we're going to copy this into the installed Harmony or Storyboard contents TBS Mac OS X subfolder. Okay, so as I understand it, I have to copy that into these folders right here. So I have to find these folders. Well, where are they? That's the problem. If I go into applications and I scroll down here to Toon Boom 22 Premium, well, there's my application. There's nothing in there. If I double click on this, which I'm not going to do now, it would just open up the program. So there's nothing that I see there. That's my initial move for this. Okay, it should be in the contents TBS subfolder. So I think about it, and I'm just a common user. I'm a very good computer user, but I'm not an expert. I'm not a designer of computers. I'm not a software programmer or anything like that. But I here's what I do know. I could go into Finder up here at the top, and I could go to the drop down menu, Go, and then over here is Go to Folder. So I'm going to go into Go to Folder, and I copy over here. I copy this right here, the contents folder, and I go in, I paste it over here, I click enter. No, that doesn't do it. Well, I also know that sometimes you put the tilde and forward slash. No, that doesn't work. Well, what if I delete this? No, that doesn't work. Okay, where else? Well, maybe it's in one of the libraries. Well, I know how to get to the libraries. I'm going to go to, let's go to my Macintosh HG right there. Okay, so now I know I have this library folder. Well, maybe contents is in here. No, there's nothing that says contents here. I go down to the bottom. There's nothing that says Toon Boom here. Okay, where else? Well, it's not in system. Systems, nothing. There's a library there. Okay, well, let's try looking for contents here. Nope, it's not there. Let's see, Toon Boom. No, it's not there. Okay, here's something else I know, which is actually really hard to know or understand. That uh, if you go into your users folder and whatnot, you might be able to find a library folder, but there's no library folder here. Well, that could be hidden. Well, let me see if I could find the library folder by going back to the go to folder, and let's just type in that tilde / just things I happen to know. Oh, James users, James Magaman library. And I'll just double click on that. And oh, that's a hidden folder. You can see here it's light gray, not a dark black lettering right there. But there, okay, so I found the library folder. Oh, but there's no contents here, and there's no Toon Boom here. Okay, almost an hour later, here's what I figured out. Because I'm an explorer, I look for things. I try to figure things out when I can't figure them out. I went into the applications folder, and I go down here to Toon Boom 22 Premium. And by the way, you might ask, well, why didn't I just write them again? Well, because it's not an instant, like, here's the answer. So I've got to wait another day before I get maybe a couple hours or whatever, but I got to wait. And I'm a teacher. I teach. I spend a lot of time in the classroom teaching. I'm on prep period. I'm prepping for stuff. When I go home, I work. So I did this at home, and I just said, okay, I'm going to look for it. Well, I go over here into Toon Boom Harmony 22 Premium, and I click on this, and I right-clicked on this, and I looked around. I'm like, okay, what might it be? And I finally clicked on this Show Package Contents. And when I did that, then I found my contents folder. I found my Toon Boom, I don't know what the A stands for, TBA folder, Mac OS X folder, and then I imported it and finally got it to work. But here's my point. As brilliant as you are, and you truthfully, I'm not being facetious, I'm not being sarcastic, your company is, the creators, the developers are genius, but they don't know, it feels like they don't know how to talk to the common user to say, hey, over here, maybe then rather than just saying copy the importers folder, the contents subfolder, which takes an advanced user to be able to figure that out, you should say, go into your applications folder. Step 1, go into applications folder. Step 2, click on Toon Boom Harmony Premium. Step 3, right click on Harmony 22 Premium. Click on Show Package Contents. That's where you will find the contents TBA Mac OS X folder, and then install it there. Those are instructions for a user, not this. And so maybe it's just one person, but I come back to this. I keep finding things here, and I don't have an example in front of me right now. It's been a while since I've looked something up, but I have the same problem where there's not clear instructions. It's kind of like, well, you get how to do this, so you just figure it out. I guess I don't know. Here's my suggestion as a user. I know that in the video game world, what happens is when a video game company creates video games, they have a department with some. They have some. Addie, I'll be right with you. My daughter's calling for me. They have some people who play some kids, generally speaking, that they pay minimum wage, and that's fine. They go in. I'll be right with you, baby. I love you. I'm making a video. They have these users that play video games, and when they play the video games, they don't know how to debug it. They don't know the coding of it. They just know that they're playing the video game. And when they come across problems, they write down, here's a problem, and then they pass it on to the people who create the programs, and they debug it, they fix it. So I think that's what your company could really use, even if it's just one person, one user that doesn't know coding, but that does know how to follow instructions. And if they can't follow the instructions, then they tell your company, here's the issues that I'm facing. And then those brilliant designers, I mean, absolutely genius. I love this program, but you could fix the instructions because the instructions are lacking greatly. I'd really love to see that step up a bit. Again, I appreciate all that you've done. I love teaching this program. I love playing with it on my own. It's just absolutely fantastic. So this is a minor thing, but the bigger picture, I think hopefully it will help you out and it will help us out.